The majority of individuals feel that career management and growth entail knowledge, education, and training. Usually, they do not believe that personal growth is important to their work success. Personal growth, to them, has nothing to do with their professions since they believe it has nothing to do with work. That, however, is a misconception. Your education and professional abilities will only get you so far in your career. You will also require successful attitudes, beliefs, and practices. Personal growth is, in fact, a fundamental component of work success. In this lesson we will look into the significance of personal development to career growth. Also, the basic concepts of career development. To assess the learning about the lesson, let's note of the following learning competencies. 1. Explain the factors in personal development that may guide him or her in making important career decisions as adolescents. 2. Share insights that make him or her realize the importance of personal development in making a career decision as an adolescent. 3. Construct a creative visualization of his or her personal development through the various stages he/she went through, stressors, influences, and decision-making points, and personal profile analysis. These learning competencies will be the basis for the assessment of learning. As such, the direction of the discussion of the lesson. To better the understanding of the lesson and to facilitate assessment, here are the guide questions. 1. Why is personal development significant to career development? 2. What is career development? What is SUPER's career growth theory? Why is it important to understand career development? These questions will be posted on every topic for you to utilize, taking notes of significant concepts. Discussion on the significance of personal development to career growth. Personal development plays a vital role in career development and success. It has been proven many times the significance of personal growth to the success of one's career. Personal development assists you in establishing objectives and expectations for yourself. Any person who lacks a vision in life not only fails to deliver but also becomes easily lost in the throng. It is critical to create goals for oneself. There is always room for improvement. Never believe that you are the best or that you know everything. Believe me when I say that there are many things under the sky that we still don't know about and need to discover. Personal development makes you a more confident and mature professional, both of which are essential for job advancement. It makes you grin even when things are bad. Timely advancement is critical since it not only prepares you for the present but also the future. Personal development is not only important for self-improvement, but it helps you succeed professionally. Here are 5 major advantages of personal development. 1. Personal development will help you decide what you want to do. You will learn more about your strengths and ambitions if you engage in continuous personal growth. You'll discover your ideals, beliefs, and values, as well as a clearer purpose for what you are doing both personally and professionally. 2. Personal development will clarify your career goals. You'll be able to make clear and well-informed goals if you learn more about yourself. Whether it's because taking a course helped you realize what job path you want to take, or because learning a new language inspired you to travel, broadening your knowledge is a terrific approach to help you make wise decisions about your future. Not only will you realize what you want to achieve, but you'll also be able to rule out options that may not be as suitable as you thought. 3. Personal development will inspire you. With clear and attainable goals, you'll be more driven to achieve them, especially if you have a personal development plan in place to measure your progress. This means you'll be more productive in completing activities whether at work, school, or home, and you'll be more likely to do them to a high quality. After all, it is the only way to reach your objectives. 4. Personal development will improve your work-life balance. Reflecting and acting on your personal development if you are not feeling fulfilled in your career choice is a terrific strategy to enhance your work-life balance. By participating in your learning and development, you will not only improve your morale, confidence, and knowledge, but you may also improve your career chances, whether for a promotion, a new job, or a career shift. 5. Personal development will improve your career prospects. While personal growth may appear to be independent from your work life, it may be a terrific approach to attain your job objectives. And it's not just what you learn that could help you thrive at work, but you will also be able to exhibit devotion and a capacity to learn and grow by making your commitment to personal growth evident to employers. With most businesses looking for employees that want to advance in their careers, you might be well on your way to getting your ideal job. Indeed, personal development is essential for work advancement. Individuals who can contribute not only in their field of competence but also in other areas are more likely to be promoted quickly and get significant incentives and prizes. Personal development is essential not just for professional advancement but also for organizational existence. No organization wants to keep someone who is reluctant to change and underperforms in unusual and unforeseen scenarios. Importantly significant in setting one's career pathway and a plan is to understand the basic concept of career development. Thus it is our next topic to discuss. Having an understanding of this concept will clarify what you envision for your career. It will give you a clear picture of your career pathway. With that, career development is the process of choosing a job, enhancing your abilities, and progressing along a career path. Note that career development is a lifelong learning and decision-making process that leads to your ideal career, skill set, and lifestyle. Here's career growth theory. To deepen our understanding of career development, let us look into Donald E. Super's concept of career development. Super introduced a career development theory that utilizes a lifespan view. This developmental model is also sometimes called the lifespan, life space theory. It emphasizes an individual's personal experiences and how they combine with occupational preferences in coming up with what is known as self-concept. This approach by Super was a step away from the usual view, which traditionally held that personality and occupation need only match for career development to happen. This traditional matching model requires only that the person's career is well matched to his abilities, skills, personality traits, and interests. According to Super's complete career and professional development theory, career development is a lifetime process. Career development unfolds as the individual goes through different stages of development. Career selection is the result of a variety of decisions. Choosing a career is not a one-time decision. In short, the theory emphasizes the link between career development with self-concept and the connection between career development stages and human development. And career development. Super highlighted that an individual must first create a self-concept before moving further in his or her career development. In psychology, self-concept is a set of thoughts and beliefs about oneself that comprise one's identity. It's a person's perception of himself or herself, including his or her characteristics, aptitudes, talents, and desires. Essentially, it is a representation of his or her envisioned or ideal self. What then is the connection of self-concept to career development? People develop a subjective notion of their ideal self as they grow older. They will next compare their subjective notion of themselves to the reality of vocations that they have learned about. Their occupational self-concept is the consequence of this comparison and integration, which will eventually become a vocational or career choice, steering them towards the job or profession that they choose. A person's self-concept is going to alter throughout time, as Super points out. This is understandable, given that circumstances vary throughout one's life. The person's views, attitudes, preferences, competencies, and capacities will all alter and evolve as a result of this. As a person grows in experience, so does his or her self-concept. As a result, Career development is described as a continuing process that occurs throughout a person's lifetime. Stages of career development. When someone is young and learns about many methods to make a livelihood, career development might begin. It is a natural element of human growth that might last a lifetime. This process begins when a youngster observes that some individuals are physicians, firefighters, or mail carriers, for example. It continues through primary school as students begin to explore different jobs, and subsequently into adulthood when people choose a professional path. According to Super's career growth theory, there are 5 phases of career development. He gave each step a duration or an age range, but they are not set, at least not in the sense that only persons in that age group go through that stage. The person's biological age does not have to correlate to their developmental stage. Individuals who do not belong in the defined age range may be experiencing and re-experiencing certain stages. Career shifts, for example, may prompt a 35-year-old to return to the exploration stage. Someone who grew up too rapidly and began working at an early age, paying his way through school and university, may have already reached the establishment stage at the age of 22. Let's look at the 5 professional stages and the developmental responsibilities that each level requires. 1. Growth 0 to 14 years old. This is when one's self-concept begins to develop. The youngster will begin to form attitudes, recognize his wants and preferences, and obtain a basic comprehension of the workplace. This is when the individual begins to learn how to interact with others. Along with building a realistic self-concept or identity that they believe represents his genuine self, he will be confronted with his limits, which he will begin to accept. We've all heard that admitting your weaknesses, flaws, and limits is a sign of progress. That concept is reinforced at this point in the theory. Stage 2. Exploration 15 to 24 years old. It is during this stage that the first measures for job advancement are taken. The adolescent discovers his or her hobbies and interests. The young adult takes a cautious approach to skill acquisition activities, attempting classes and coursework. He or she will also be testing the waters and gaining employment experience at this time. He or she will be proactive in searching out and learning about new prospects. The young adult is excited, but also nervous. Later on, he or she may come upon an opportunity that piques his or her interest and seize it with both hands. This also includes looking for and identifying new activities to work on once they have completed the prior task. Stage 3. Establishment 25 to 44 years old. Things get more serious during this stage, and the individual becomes more serious as well. This person will be more dedicated and focused on polishing his or her work chops and aggressively seek entry-level skill development chances. The individual will also be seeking more job experience, preferably in a steady environment with fewer risks. He or she makes his or her selection about which field or career route to pursue at this time and gets started. This young man will settle into the position he or she wants and that suits him or her once he or she finds it. He or she will aggressively explore fresh learning and the development of new talents along the route, essentially anything that will help him or her progress. Stage 4. Maintenance 45 to 64 years old. The individual's major objective at this level is to maintain and enhance his or her status. The majority of the time will be spent learning and making improvements as needed. One's prior choices and actions may be called into question at some time in one's life. The adult will re-evaluate his or her occupational choices and perform verification and confirmation. The individual may have to return to the exploration stage if he or she discovers it is not the correct employment for him or her. If, on the other hand, the individual determines that he or she is on the correct path, he or she will make attempts to strengthen his or her position. After all, when a person advances in their job, they will face more obstacles and, with them, greater competition. The adult must take efforts to guarantee that he or she can hold their own against the competition and maintain their position. Some people will have a midlife crisis during this period. Stage 5, decline 65 years old and above. During this time, the output is noticeably lower. Points out the insights of personal development on career growth. Specifically, it emphasizes the following. 1. Personal development aids professional success by assisting you in deciding what you want to accomplish, clarifying your career objectives, inspiring you, improving your work-life balance, and improving your career chances. 2. Career development is the continuous process of managing one's life, learning, and job as a whole, to go forward toward the desired future. The career development hypothesis of Donald D. Super emphasizes the link between professional progress and self-concept, as well as the relationship between career development stages and human development.